Hello gamers, and welcome back to another episode of Solo Spelunking. And tonight we want to finally continue, as you can see from this decoration here on my table. Let me show it to you. Ta-da! Tonight we want to finally continue my Star Wars adventure using the Dragonbane rule set in combination with the Scarlet Hero solo rules for urban adventures. But before we start, I want to get a couple of things out of the way, because I feel we haven't talked to each other in a while, but this is not really true because it's me doing the talking. But after this very tight last video where I participated in this round robin solo game where I only had 15 minutes to play, I think now I got time to get some things out of the way. So first of all, thanks again for all your support, because I'm at over 900 subscribers now. And last I checked, 919 by the time of this recording. So I'm only 81 subscribers away from what I consider the big YouTube milestone of 1,000 subscribers, which I aim for. So thanks again for your support. And if you like what you see here, and if you like my content, and if you get something out of it, please do subscribe, because it costs you nothing and it makes me happy and it motivates me. And so thank you for all your support. Second, I want to give you a little heads up on what I'm planning for the remaining month of April. I am planning on also doing maybe like a 1 or 2 shot in the solo RPG challenge that Caverna do Leques initiated basically. And month of April is the month where the motto is tarot cards. So I did order a deck of tarot cards, because believe it or not, I haven't gotten one yet, even though I'm playing solo for a while now and tarot cards are a useful oracle. I didn't get around to purchasing one, but I saw this Dungeons and Dragons tarot card deck, which looked pretty nice, and so I ordered it. But I'm not sure if it'll arrive by the end of April. So if that does arrive, I will also take part in this solo RPG challenge for the month of April. And then I, of course, will continue my Dragonbane campaign. And yeah, after that I will see. My goal is to get 2 videos uploaded a week. So I aim for like a mid-week video like this one, and one end of the week weekend video. But I do not want to make any promises or give a tight schedule, because I need some flexibility. But this is what I'm planning going forward, what I call my regular schedule, so that I can upload maybe like 2 videos a week. Yeah, I think because I haven't played Star Wars for a while now because of the vacation, and then I did other stuff like Daggerheart, and then before that Dragonbane, I think a small little recap is in order. So this is my character, Telrec Kendrall. He is an Imperial, or now an Imperial bounty hunter, so a registered bounty hunter with an Imperial peacekeeping certificate. And I got all these background information about bounty hunters and the bounty hunting business out of this wonderful Galaxy Guide 10 Bounty Hunters from the West End Games era. And I still remember how I got this. This was a birthday present when I was still in high school from a friend of mine. So this book is also probably 30 years old by now. So this is, let's see, is there a copyright? So yeah, this is copyright 1994. So this book is from the mid-90s, and I still got it. And it contains a wealth of information about the bounty hunting business. And yeah, so I'm Telrec Kendrall. I'm a former Imperial Army Special Forces trooper. Now I'm an Imperial Aligned registered bounty hunter. And I got a very sensible, a very sensitive assignment directly from the Imperial Security Bureau, from the ISB Enforcement Office, from the ISB Enforcement Division. I got a confidential bounty, which is not listed. They wanted an Imperial Aligned bounty hunter for that, with military expertise, who knows the importance of handling this assignment quietly, because it's a pretty sensitive assignment, because I'm looking for a also former ISB operative, a woman named Eliza Rill, and she has defected to the Rebel Alliance. So the charges are high treason, and the bounty is 50,000 alive, 25,000 dead. And of course they want her, if possible, alive, to investigate her and see what she knows about the Rebel Alliance. And I got some clues that she is currently hiding in the underbelly of Nar Shaddaa in Hutt space, where the Imperial influence is still very limited. And so I made my way, after receiving this assignment, in a clandestine personal meeting on a backwater planet, the Belbarus system in the Outer Rim. I got this assignment, and I made my way to Nar Shaddaa. And I got some background information. I got a formerly used comlink code and the transponder code, or the possible transponder code, of her currently used starship. I got her personal file with background information and CV, etc. And I already, I was already hot on her trail. So I already got some further clues. I know that she was, or that she made some calls from her docking bay, which I located, to a high-class hotel, the Shaddaa Palace, and a junkyard, and to a lower-level cantina. And I visited these locations. I did some investigations, and I'm using this victory point scene system, scene structure from the Scarlet Heroes solo game, or the solo rules. And the goal is to get to 10 victory points before my opponent gets to 10 victory points, at which point I will have lost the adventure. So I will play different types of scenes. There are investigation scenes, conflict scenes, action scenes, which provide you with different rewards if you succeed. All right, so, and the last session I played, I went to the hotel, the Shaddaa Palace. But there I got into a small little skirmish with the local hotel security. Eliza Rill, she got away. And we ended the session with me leaving the scene in a speeder taxi that I paid to wait outside for me. And the thing is that I rewatched the end of the last session, that I do not have my blaster with me anymore, because I had to check it with the front desk in the hotel, and then I basically had to leave. And so now I'm in the speeder, and I do not have a blaster, so I need to get one. And my next course of action will be, because I do not have any time to lose, that I will be heading for a junkyard, because this is where she made a call to, and before the last session, I also intercepted or found a message from her to one of her associates, and it read, "Got your message. I located the item we need, but I need help extracting it so that I do not ruin it. I made contact with Karsk. We'll head over there and pass him the details. He stays at the Shaddaa Palace. Meet me afterwards at these coordinates, signed E," which I assume is Eliza. So I went to this hotel. I wanted to meet with Karsk, but I wasn't let in. And in the lobby, I encountered Eliza. So this is where this little skirmish occurred. And now I left. So I'm assuming, or I'm checking with my data pad, and these coordinates, they indeed lead to a junkyard, at least according to my planetary map that I got on my data pad. And so these coordinates are in some sort of industrial district a few blocks away. And at these coordinates, according to the maps that I got, there will be a junkyard. So this will be where I'm headed, because I'm assuming that whatever it is they need to extract is important, and they still need to get it. So I will head over there. But before I do that, I ask the driver, "You gotta stop at the nearest weapon store or weapon shop, because I need to get a new sidearm. I ran into some trouble." "All right, I will do. You're the boss." So the driver, I mean, it's no problem on Nar Shaddaa to get a blaster. So I will get a a blaster pistol again, which is, I have 1,200 credits at the moment, and this is 500 credits. I'm using the old West End Games price list, so I'm at 700 credits. And to keep it simple, I do have again my normal blaster pistol, which deals 2d6 points of damage. So I will head for the junkyard, and because I'm using the Scarlet Hero rules, of course I have to fit it in some sort of scene structure. So I decided, or I chose, that I will be playing an investigation scene, and you could roll randomly on these, but I prefer to make them fit the story and flow in a logical manner, or to have the story flow in a logical manner. So I will use investigation scene number 2, which is infiltrate a location where the activities relate to a clue. On a check failure, face a fight. So the location that I have to infiltrate will obviously be the junkyard, and we will go there and see what is going on. And for those of you watching this as the first episode, clues are a metagaming currency in the system, an abstract metagaming currency, and you need clues to be able to play an action scene. And the good thing about action scenes is, if you succeed at an action scene, you get an additional victory point. But you always need a clue to be able to initiate an action scene. All right, so this is what I will do. So first we have to do a little bit of bookkeeping. So I'm currently at 3 victory points. The enemy is at 2 victory points. I already have 1 clue, so I could initiate an action scene, but none of the action scenes would really fit this point in the story right now, so I will be using or doing an investigation scene. So this will be an investigation scene. Investigation scene, also number 2, infiltrate. This is just for me to Yeah, as a reminder for later. Infiltrate junkyard. Okay. So this is basically all I need to write down for now. So I asked the driver, the air taxi driver, to get me to these coordinates and to drop me off, half a block maybe away from these coordinates. And he agrees, and I will then make my way. So this is an industrial district, so it is pretty run down, dirty. There are chimneys which exhaust black smoke into the polluted atmosphere. There are some half-finished or decommissioned structures that form like a metal skeleton, and there is some speeder traffic of heavy cargo carrying speeder. So imagine, I don't know which movie in the prequels it was, which of the movies, but at the end, where I think was it Dooku went to Coruscant in this industrial district where he met with Palpatine. So imagine basically a scene sort of like that. So they're like half-finished or decommissioned skeletal buildings, factory buildings, storage facilities, I don't know, fuel tanks. There's some burning chimneys where some exhaust gases or fumes are burned to dispose of them. So this is basically the scenery. Yeah, pretty eerie, pretty dark, pretty grim. And half a block away from these coordinates, I'm dropped off, and I again tell the driver to wait, and also I want to have his comlink code, so we exchange comlink codes, so that just in case I have to call him, and and then I make my way closer towards the coordinates. And this is again where the oracle will come in. So I'm asking the oracle, and I'm using the one-page Mythic Game Master emulator, if I may be on my way to the junkyard, if I spot anything odd, if there's some people that might be a lookout, maybe if I even spot this Cars guy who is supposed to be a Trandoshan, but I think I don't know that yet, or maybe even the woman that fits the description of Eliza. But it is, I say it's unlikely, not because it's really unlikely, but because there's such a large area and there's so many ways probably some could take to get to this junkyard, or routes. So I say it is unlikely, but we will see. Unlikely. So it is 11, which is not only a yes, but also doubles, which means a random event. Okay, but I will not do random events in this adventure because of the set scene structure, but I will treat the result, or maybe I will. Let's do it anyways. So there will be someone I know, but or I recognize something strange. I gotta see if I come to the right conclusions, but first roll on action and description a couple of times to get maybe an idea of the random encounter. So 73 negative is action negative, and I gotta roll this inside. Negative 57 harm. All right, negative harm negative. So two negative words, negative and harm. So it'll definitely be some sort of obstacle or danger that I'm facing. Let's roll a descriptor. Oh, 66 new. All right, so new new harm negative, which for me means that they employed some new kind of security drone, and this also then fits with this likely result, so we will just combine this. So there's some new security drone that is, or some security drones that are patrolling the area, and let's just say that by whatever means, I mean, this Eliza woman, she's resourceful. I mean, she's a former ISB operative, and she already or also has obviously some contacts here. So let's just say by some means in this time while I was buying my new blaster and heading over there, she somehow obtained the security footage of the hotel lobby, which they used to program the security droids with basically facial recognition program and artificial intelligence to recognize me, or to look out for me. So yeah, I do not see, or let's roll on perception, which is either there's not perception. Yeah, there's perception, cunning. Let's roll for perception if I maybe spot this security drone, but I will give myself a bane on the roll because this is the industrial district. There are probably lots of drones and things flying around, and this is new technology. I'm not familiar with it. I probably haven't encountered it before, so it'll be with a bane, but I will be rolling my perception. Oops. And I can't roll, so let's do it. Oh, 8 and 2 with a bane. Even with a bane, I'm successful with both dice because I got perception 10 and I rolled a 2 and an 8. All right, so I'm always vigilant. I make my way into the direction of this junkyard, and suddenly, yeah, I'm a little uneasy, that's the word, because I spot these two flying drones that rather suspiciously, it seems like that they are following me. And they come closer, and let's get some scrap paper out and some stats ready. All right, so they come closer, and I, just in case, I get my blaster pistol out and I eye these drones suspiciously, and then suddenly I see like a red light starting to glow on these drones that are hovering dangerously close to me, above me, and this is always not a good sign. So I decide, all right, it's time to go and shoot, and I will roll initiative now because I do not sadly have my initiative cards here at the moment. So I'm just rolling the 10. Lower in this case is better, and I'm the green one. 1 and 2, so that means I get to go first, and since I'm a lonely hero, I also use the special ability Army of 1. So I need to get another D10 out to see what my other turn is, at what number. And you know what, usually the enemy is always orange, so the enemy will be 2 and I get to roll 4. All right, so it is 1, 2 and 4. So I go, the drones go, and then I get to go again because of my Army of 1 ability. All right, so I see these lights, they come to life, and I get my blaster out, and with a quick shot, try to take out one of these drones. So let's get some stats ready. Drones. So they have hit points 10, but they are armored, so they have an armor rating, and this armor rating is 2, so damage reduction is 2, and they deal 2d4 points of damage, and their attack value is 11. Alright, 11, 2d4, 10 hit points, and a damage reduction of 2. And obviously they can fly. But I go first, and I'm shooting with my blaster pistol, which deals 2d6 plus a d4 if I hit, and my blaster skill is 12. So let's do it like I always do. Alright, so I hit 7 for 11 points, minus damage reduction 2 is 9 points. So sadly, drone number 1, D1 and D2, they're at 10. And I hit for, what did I say, 11 minus 2, which is 9. So this drone is still kicking with 1 hit point, and that was my action. So sparks fly, but so this drone is seriously damaged. It'll impact its performance, I rule that. So this drone, so now it's the drone's turn. They counterattack, but this drone will attack with a Bane and only deal 1d4 points of damage instead of 2d4, because it's so heavily damaged. And sparks are flying everywhere. With a Bane, but still 9, but only 1 point of damage. But I'm wearing my light combat armor, which provides me with a soak value of 2. I'm not wearing the helmet. That would be an additional +1. So thankfully, since it's only 1d4, 1 point of damage, I'm hit. But the blast, which is weakened by the damage, is absorbed by my combat armor. However, now the second drone number 2, is fully functional, so no Bane and full damage. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It is a natural 1. It is a natural 1, which is a critical success, which is basically like a dragon, it's called here, and also 7 points of damage. And I think I gotta look this up real quick because it's been a while. I think I deal double damage. So damn. Wait a minute. I gotta get the rule book out because I got the feeling that I will be needing the damage and healing rules now. So let's first take a look. Critical hits. Damage, combat 49, 50. For critical hit, rolling a dragon when performing a ranged attack results in a critical hit, which means that it can only be dodged if the opponent also rolls a dragon. Alright, so we won't probably be successful there, but I will try. You may also choose one of the following effects. Either your weapon's damage is doubled, excluding the damage bonus and other bonuses. Alright, so just the base damage, but this is roll twice as many dice as normal and add them up. For example, a critical hit with a longbow inflicts 2d12 damage. Or the second option would be armor and natural armor have no effect. This effect can only be chosen if the attack deals piercing damage, which it doesn't. It's like energy damage. So twice, let's see. So is this like, if this is 1d12, yeah, basically, no, but let's see, the longbow, it deals, because usually, oh, ranged weapons here. Longbow is, yeah, 1d12, so 2d12, so 2d4 would be 4d4. So that is 7 points, but I will try to dodge this because I use my fast footwork, which means I can dodge without using my action. It costs me 3 willpower points, and I am at 3 willpower, so my willpower is 0, but I do have a slim chance. I leave these damage die here before I roll again. A slim chance, I mean, I gotta take it. I got nothing to lose to dodge, but I got a 5% chance, basically. No, it's a 12. Which that it would be successful because this is coordination, but not on a critical hit. So this is 7 points of damage. God damn it! And another 7 points. That is 14 points of damage. Minus 2, that is 12 points, and I'm actually at 10 HP. So that brings me to 0 HP, or would bring me to 0 HP. But let's check the rules again, because there's something like pushing on, and I can do it as a solo hero, I think with a boon. Let's see, damage, what was it? Critical hits, melee combat. Damage. Alright, so if your HP reaches 0, you drop to the ground and risk dying. You cannot move or perform any actions except trying to rally. You know, that's what it is. Below. And rally. Another player character, but I can do can persuade you to rally and keep fighting despite having 0 HP. This counts as an action. If you rally, you can continue acting as normal, but you must keep making death rolls as described above. You can even try to rally yourself, rolling against your will with a Bane instead of persuasion. So I got willpower 11, but I will not roll with a Bane because I'm a solo hero. And I also can try to save my own life. Okay. So first, let's try to rally without a Bane. So I'm hit, and I got to roll against my willpower, which is 11. So yeah. So while I was focusing on the one drone and shot it, I was not aware of the other drone basically lining up a shot, and it hits me directly in between the armor plates, and yeah, we already did the damage. So I can feel this searing pain, my burning flesh. I rally myself, hopefully willpower. Yes, 10. Whew. 10 out of 11. So I keep fighting, so that's good because that was their action. But now this is, of course, again strategic. But no, because this drone attacks with a Bane and also only 1d4. So I still attack, even though I could reduce the incoming attacks with. If I kill this drone, the thing is it only deals 1d4 points of damage. I got a soak value of 2, so I got a 50% chance of taking no damage, and also it would attack with a Bane. So if I manage to take this drone out, and did I? No, I did roll my damage bonus with it. I might still have a chance. So it's my turn again in this round, and I again 2d6 and a d4 damage bonus, and I am attacking. So this die has served me well so far, using the blue die against using my ranged skill against this drone that is still fully functional. So this is not only a bad roll, 16, which I could push, but also very, very bad damage, only 5 points of damage, but it'll be better than nothing. I push the roll. I push the roll with, and I'm using my, or I'm inflicting a condition. Never mind now. I'm pushing the roll, and I will inflict a condition on my intelligence. And I already got my conditions monitor here. I already have a condition in presence, and now also intelligence, which means all rolls associated to this skill or attribute are made with a bane. I'll keep the damage, even though it's not good, and push the roll. Please. No, 14. Oh, damn it. Alright, so even though I pushed the roll, but this is alright because I'm at 0 hit points, I miss. So this drone, it zips by. So now, but I still might be lucky if I get to go again first. So we roll initiative. The drones are orange. Oh, 10, 10, 1. Oh, 1, 10, 10. All right, so 1, 10, and 10, which means we got to roll off again, these two, but I will definitely 1, 4, 7. But I might have a chance because, but I need to roll death rolls now. So death rolls, because I'm at 0 HP. On your turn and in each subsequent round, you must make a death roll, a roll against your con. The death roll cannot be pushed if that optional rule is used. Record the results of your death rolls on your character sheet. After 3 successful death rolls, you'll recover d6 HP. After 3 failed death rolls, however, your character dies. Rolling a dragon counts as 2 successful saves and a demon as 2 failures. If the combat ends, keep counting rounds until all death rolls have been made. But now if you suffer additional damage while at 0 HP, this automatically counts as a failed death roll. Alright, so death rolls, I also got a counter here. So I start my turn and I roll against my constitution, which is in this case brawn. And I got a 12, so pretty good chance. So I roll my first death roll. And it's a success. It's a 12, but it's a success. So I mark down a success. So death roll successful, and now attack. And again, I am attacking the undamaged drone. So I press my hand against my burning shoulder. I grit my teeth and I focus all my strength and get a shot off. It's an 18, but it's 15 points of damage. 18. I'm going to push this roll again. So I'm pushed this roll again. Next condition I will suffer is willpower. So I will suffer a willpower condition, but I gotta push this roll. I need to hit because this will take the drone out. Please hit. Yes, 5. Alright, so with all my strength I focus with all my willpower and this drone, it explodes in a spark, in an explosion. So that was my number 1 action. Now the drones, and it's only the damaged drone, and it has to roll with the Bane. It only deals 1d4 points of damage. So I got a pretty good chance. However, if I take only 1 point of damage, it counts as a failed death save. Oh, I see I got a med pack. All right, so Bane, which it's got to take the 10. Oh, come on. All right, but that's all right. It's got to take the 10, but it hits for 3. My damage reduction is 2, so I suffer 1 point of damage. I will not go into the negatives. I will just count this as a failed death roll. And yeah, I don't have to re-rally myself because 0 HP is 0 HP. So I'm basically lingering at this point between life and death. I got 1 success and 1 failure now. And now it is my last action turn this round. And I'm shooting. I only need to hit basically. And I do not hit. I do not hit, but I think I will not push this roll because I do not want to suffer another condition. And now we roll initiative, so I might go first. So, and I still, you know what? I will. Yeah, okay. I will not push the roll. We will roll initiative now. I get again 2 turns. Because of my army of 1 ability. So this is good. It is 4, 6, and 10. So I get to go first. And I almost forgot what I do have here is a med pack, which is a 1-use medipack. So I will use my first action and inject this med pack, which is like an auto stim pack, and it regenerates 1d6 HP. A 1-use item. Ha! So this could really save my neck, as Han Solo would say. And of course I regenerate 1 HP. But at least I'm not at 0 HP anymore, which means I do not have to make any more death saves. And now I do have another action. And now I will shoot. And actually I just roll, even if I only roll all once, it'll be 1 point of damage, so I just need to hit. I need to hit because if I suffer another damage, the whole thing starts again, so. Yes, 4, haha, so pew! All right, this drone is done for. All right, but with this drone gone, I holster my blaster. I got 1 hit point. I got a burning shoulder. I sink to the ground, resting against a concrete wall. Damn it! Back to square 0. It seems I'm in no condition to fight on. Not like this. I need to rest first. Damn it! All right, so I get rid of my med pack. I just cross it out because now the thing is, I show you my sheet here. So this is my log sheet. I got 1 hit point. I got 0 willpower points. I already used my round and my stretch rest, which I can only use once per shift, so to speak. And now I need to take a shift rest, which will heal me and remove all my conditions. But in this Scarlet Hero system, it works like this. If you take a rest scene, this is what they're called, the enemy automatically gains a victory point. And I would also call this scene, because I was defeated, if you will. I didn't even reach the junkyard, or I cannot go on because I'm too weak. This would be suicide. This is also a failure. So we will do some bookkeeping. Let me first check again the healing rules, if I really completely heal. Yeah, so shift rest. A shift rest lasts 1 full shift of time and can only take place in a safe location where there are no enemies. During a shift rest, you recover all your lost HP and willpower and heal all conditions. If a shift rest is interrupted by combat or hard work, it has no effect. Alright, and stretch rest 1 per shift and round rest once per shift. Okay, so I will signal the cab driver and I tell him to take me back to my starship, which I have, and this will be my safe rest location, and there I will take a rest. Alright, so now bookkeeping. So this is basically probably the worst outcome you will see. So investigation scene, infiltrate junkyard. So I put down or write down encountered security drones. I took them out. However, seriously wounded. No condition to press on. Return to ship for rest scene. Alright, it was a failure. So my victory points, I'm still at 3 victory points. The enemy is at the moment at 2 victory points. But now, since it was an investigation scene, I have to roll a d10. And if the total rolled is equal or less than the number of investigation and action scenes combined, the enemy will get another victory point. And this is why I underlined these scenes, so that I can count them better. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this was investigation scene 5. So if the enemy rolls anything between 1 and 5 on a d10, it rolls a 2, gets another victory point, plus 1 victory point. And it gets another victory point because I need to take a rest scene. The enemy automatically gets a victory point, which brings its total to 4 victory points now. So the enemy is ahead, but I still have my 1 clue. Clue 1. And so this is the end of scene. So, and I will then take a rest scene. All right, folks. So this will be it for this session. Next session will also be Star Wars, because I said I will always go like 2 by 2. So, and we had a lot of fantasy stuff. So now it'll be sci-fi time, Star Wars time. So look for my next video at the end of this week, sometime on or around the weekend, where I will continue my Star Wars adventure. I hope you enjoyed this session, and if you did, please do subscribe, and as always, stay safe and stay healthy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.